Hi, we are talking lesson 111, which is estimating perimeter and area. They also say volume, but our conversation for today is going to be strictly area and perimeter. Here we have an example of a triangle, and we are wanting to get an estimate of the area. Not too long ago, we installed a patio with pavers, and it was not your standard square or your standard rectangle. And so we had to kind of come up with an estimate of this curved shape and figuring out what the area was. So in this situation, we have this triangle, and you are going to figure out what the area is. Say you want to fill it up with pavers or those little beads that are fun to do. Two strategies. The first one is you look for all of the whole squares, and at this point I count F as a whole. I look, and F is my only really great whole square, and it's a 1-inch square. I also have between G and C, that could be 1, and I'm looking E and A could be 1 whole, and D and B could be 1 whole. So we've got this hole right here, and this hole right here, this one, and this one. So it looks like we have a total of 4 whole squares. So if we wanted to get an estimate, we could say 4 square inches. Now I'm going to erase again, and we're going to go another way to look at this. Both give us kind of this, we want to get as close of an estimate as we can, but because it's just an estimate, gives us a little bit of wiggle room. Another way to look at this is we first look at our whole squares, which F is a whole 1 square inch, and then we start looking at all of the halves that can be added together. I'm looking, D looks like a half of a square, and C looks like almost half of a square. So I have 1, and then this is between C and D. That gives me a square. And then we have E and B look like they could go together, and we won't worry about A because it's just such a small amount. And then let's see, we have D and C, E and B, and then G will count as 1 because it's almost 1. So this gives us an estimation of 4 square inches. Now, our final thing on estimation is we can also do this when we're figuring out perimeter. And this, once more, we look at the number of units. 1, 2, 3, 4 is on this side. That's the easiest. And then we look in between here. They're cutting across. So we're going to say this is 2 units, and then this is 3 units, giving us a perimeter of 4 plus 2 plus 3, which is 9. So the nice thing about this is we're estimating, and that gives us some wiggle room. Let's look at the lesson practice for this. The first one is in centimeters. They're representing this in centimeters. So I'm going to look at, they first want us to do the perimeter. So I'm looking at my whole squares. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have a couple of different strategies that we can use. I'm looking at this let's see, we need to account for this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So I'm looking at this area and this area, and I'm going to put this as 7. And I'm looking at this area and this area, and I'm going to put that as 8. And then when we have this little area and this area, I'm going to put that as 9. So I'm putting this as 9 square centimeters. Using a different color, I'm going to figure out the perimeter like they ask. 1, 2, 3, that's 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, 3 right here. This looks like it's about 2. This is 1, 1, 2, this looks like about 2, and this looks like about 2. Hopefully we got this. So I'm going to add 2, 4, 6, plus 12. I am getting 13 centimeters as our perimeter. Now, our next one is this handprint. So I'm going to change my color and let's look at our numbers. Let's count all of our whole squares. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to actually see if I can expand this. I'm going to move it over just a little, move our triangle. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to count this as a whole one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 whole pieces for sure. Now I'm going to put this guy and this guy together, 13. I'm going to put this guy and this guy together, 14. I'm going to put this one and this one together, that's 15. I don't know about this. I'm going to put this one and this one, that's 16. Ooh, guys, 17. I forgot this one right here, 17. 18. I think we're going to be around, it's looking like we're around 19. 19. Ooh, we forgot this one. 19. And then 20 as our, nope, I'm not thinking about, let's try this again. I'm going to erase. Okay, we're erasing and we're going to try this again. And here we go. Let's start counting. And I'm going to expand this just a little and move it over. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 whole squares that we know of. So let's start putting these together. I'm going to put this one and this one together, and that will make it 14. So I'm going to color this in. And then I'm going to put these two together. This will be 15. And then I'm going to put this guy together and this guy together. This will be 16. And I'm going to put, this is almost 17. I'm going to just put that as 17 because it takes up a lot of space. It's almost a whole 17. And then I'm going to put this one and this one together, and that'll be 18. And then I'm going to put this one together and this one together, and that is 19. And then I'm going to put this one together and this one, and this is 20. we're going to include this. So I think roughly 20 square, and this is in inches. Oops, inches. Now the next part is we are going to change our color, and we're going to do the perimeter. Oh boy. Are we ready? Let's see. This looks this is about 2 squares. And then this one is 1, 2, right from here to here. Looks like it's about 2 squares. From here to here is 3. And then this is 1. I'm thinking this is probably 1. And now let's count. 1, 2, 3. This is probably 3. And then 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5. I don't know, guys. It's hard. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking 4. So let's add these up and see if it's even reasonable. Now, you may think we need to change it, and that's okay because we are estimating. And so there's not going to be a right answer, but we've got to have it close, okay? So 4 plus 2 is not 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. And I have it as 19 inches, but it could be 20. So that's where we're at. And there we have it, our practice for our lesson. It's going to be fun. Have a great day and good luck on the homework.